How much is a video? £2,515. That's our average sale value. I thought I'd get that out there straight away, just so it gives you a really broad idea. And that ranges from 150 quid to 15k, so it really depends on what you need within your production. And that's based over the last 12 months of my business. So what's the price of your video? To do this, you really need to talk to your production company about what the end goal is. Give them a measurable figure to work to, give them a sales target, give them leads generated, give them something to work with so they can work out what the final value of the video is going to be. This is really important in the pricing process. So I'm going to step you through a couple of scenarios. The first scenario is big company, small budget. The reason they had a small budget was because they wanted to basically test the market to see what would happen with the video content they needed to create. So they wanted some content for their social channels. And as we know, the social channels are like a sausage factory and you're just constantly putting content into it. So the cost per piece of content has to be lean to make it work. So we worked with them, we looked back at their old content and we remixed some of it into new bits of content. So the cost was low. So the cost they paid was £750 for the pieces of social content they made. So that was 3 videos for £750, which gives them great value, allows them to test the market at quite a low risk for them. And the outcome was they were really happy because they were able to test the market with this small budget and see whether it worked and whether they wanted to invest more money in more content later on in the year. The second scenario is small company, bigger budget. So with this company, they needed to film high quality content because they're competing with really big companies in their market. So they needed their content to look really slick to match their new website. And also they had a very specific use for it where they wanted to drive people to book demos in their showroom and also use it to take with them to expos. So they go to maybe 5 or 6 expos a year. They set up a big stand, they invest lots of money in it, and they wanted a really captivating piece of content to draw people in. So on this project, we ended up filming for 3 days, doing long time lapses, filming different bits of content with different people in the company, and their budget ended up being about 7.5k. So, but because they had really clear measurables out of the end of it, they were able to more easily invest that money because they really were clear about what they wanted to get out of the video content. What other things do we need to consider to be able to put together a price for you? When it comes to video production, there's 3 core stages. Pre-production, and this tends to be meetings to come up with ideas, storyboarding, planning. There's production, which is filming on site. And then there's post-production, which is editing, motion graphics, animation. When we work with our clients, we look at what elements need to go into creating the production that you need. So for example, in this scenario, a client of ours phones us up and says, can you come and film an interview with our CEO next Thursday in Oxford? I need you there at 2 p.m. The CEO will be there at 3, he'll be there for half an hour. So in that scenario, you don't need any pre-production because it's basically all planned out already. The client's very clear about what they need. So all you need is the production and the post-production elements. And the production could be anything from 1 camera operator to like 4 or 5, depending on how high level the video content needs to be. And then the post-production would be either just giving over the files to the client. So they might say, if it's just 1 camera, you might just give over the files and say, well, that's the interview recorded. Or if it's 2 cameras, you would cut them together into a clip. You might put opening graphics, you might put subtitles on it, you might put name straps and things like that so they can use that within their content. Another scenario is, for example, a pure motion graphics video. So in this element, you don't need production. So there's no physical filming to do, but what you do need is quite a lot of pre-production. So there's a lot of work that goes into the scripting, working out exactly what the voiceover artist is going to say and how that works with the video content, the storyboarding. So with motion graphics projects, you want to make sure that before you start on the post-production work, that you're very clear about what's going to go into it because it makes that time much more efficient at the end of the process. And then once all the pre-production's decided, you go straight to post-production and the motion graphics artist, in this case that would be Jack, who works in-house for us, he would work through the brief with the client and with the project manager to put together that motion graphics video over a series of days, probably with different feedback points in it. So to summarise, the 2 things that you might need to consider when putting together a video production project is what's the outcome you're looking to achieve, and what elements that you need within your production. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for regular video updates. Thanks.